All right, we are in the B-roll sequence, as you can see, because the title is B-roll up here on the timeline. What we're now going to do is scale all of our clips that are 4K clips. In the last lesson, we organized the clips in the ACAM folder, starting with the 1920 by 1080 footage and ending with the 4K footage. So as we look on the timeline and scrub through, the majority of clips at the beginning and most of the clips on the timeline are 1920 by 1080. As we zoom in close to the end of the timeline, we'll assume that this first clip is 4K. We can double check that in a few ways. First, I'm going to right click on clip 1 here, and I will go to Reveal in Project. Click on that. As you can see in the project panel here, it has highlighted that clip and revealed it. So let's just drag this panel over here. And sure enough, when you check out the video info, this in fact is the first 4K clip in the timeline. You can tell because it's 3840 by 2160, and the one before it and all the way up is 1920 by 1080. So I know that clip 1, I'm going to just push minus on the keyboard, all the way to this last clip here on the timeline are 4K. What I'll do is, while clip 1 is highlighted on the timeline, I'm going to go to the Effect Control panel, click on Scale, and I'm going to type over 100. So I'm going to type 50. Click away, and that has scaled down this clip 50%. This is the scale size we will be working with for all of the 4K clips. So we've scaled them down 50% of their original size so that we can see the entire clip in our 1080 timeline. And the great thing about shooting in 4K but editing in a 1080 timeline is that you can choose to punch in or out of any of these 4K clips while still having very high quality footage. The next thing I'm going to do is, now that we have clip 1 scaled to 50%, I'm going to right click on it, push copy. I'm going to push the minus key on the keyboard, highlight the remaining clips that I know are 4K. With them highlighted, I'll right click on one and push paste attributes. Currently, paste attributes does not have anything checked. I'm going to check in video attributes motion. With that checked, push OK. And as I scrub through here, now you can see that all of the 4K clips have been brought down to a scale of 50. You'll also notice that some of the clips are upside down. There aren't too many that are upside down, so we will manually change the few that are. Clip 9 needs to be rotated because it's upside down, so I've clicked on it, highlighted it, go into the effects control, go to rotation and type in 180. So that we flip it 180 degrees. Let's continue scrolling through the clips here. Clip 37 needs to be flipped. Again, go into rotation, type in 180, and we've got it flipped. 39 needs to be flipped 180 degrees, and so does clip 40. So that is scaling clip sizes and rotating clips. In the next lesson, we are going to choose selects.